Hi guys, and welcome back to day 11 of Mr. Raffel's sketching and drawing challenge. So today we're going to be doing some isometric crating, and we're going to be doing a sort of his and hers perfume bottle design. So yep, that's today's challenge, his and hers perfume aftershave bottles in isometric. Okay, so we'll just get on with that challenge. Right guys, so today isometrics. So we're going to start off with the isometric crate. Again, I want the rough proportions of a aftershave bottle. I'm just doing this freehand today, so if you're not sure about creating an isometric crate, you can go back and look at one of the other videos that we've done. But I'm just going to presume that you know how to do an isometric crate just now, so just get on doing that. So I'm just trying to make all my lines parallel and at roughly 30 degrees. I'm going to put the bottom one on today as well, just it's going to help me out. And I'm going to do another one while I'm at it. I'm going to do both his and hers. So I'm going to make it roughly the same proportions, doesn't need to be exactly the same. So guys, I've got my two isometric crates ready to start my perfume and aftershave bottle designs on. Just put the back bit as well, make it a sort of transparent crate. Right guys, so we'll make this one the gentleman's aftershave, and we'll make this one the perfume. So to begin with, what I'm going to go for is I'm going to make the men's aftershave a bit more geometric. I'm going to make the women's perfume bottle a bit more round, so we get a chance to try the two different types of drawing again. So to begin with, I've got a cube, so I want to begin to sort of break that down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe have it come in a little bit at the top. So I'm going to put two marks here. I'm going to have the bottle come in at the top there. So I'm just going to give myself an edge here. I'm going to project where this meets this edge across using a 30-degree line. So I now know that this line is going to come down to that point as well. So my bottle is going to come down like that. I'm going to have it come down straight down the edge here, and then I think I'm going to have it come back in at the bottom. So again, I'm just going to give myself a couple of marks, same distance in from both sides. I'm going to have my bottle come in from this point again. I'm going to project this line across, so I know where it is on the other side, and it's going to come in from that point too. It's going to be the same shape on the back side, so I'm going to project these lines across again using my 30-degree line. So it's going to go across like so. And again, I'm going to project this line across, or this point across to that back side. So I know that the edge of the bottle is going to come in from this point down to there, so I can sketch that in now. It's going to come up. I'm going to project this line across as well. So I know it's going to come in diagonally to that point as well. I'm going to leave those nice and light just now. Put in the back of the bottle. Now what I thought I might do here as well is actually have these come in a bit more, so it's a bit narrower in the top. So I've worked that out, so I'm going to work out what I want to do there now as well. So rather than having them come up to this point, let's say I want these all to come in to around about these points, which I think might just make it look a bit more interesting. So it's useful for me to work this out, but actually I'm going to project these up to these points now. So I think that looks a bit more interesting on top. I'm going to leave it like that on the bottom because I think it would be a bit more stable. I think if we did that on the bottom it might fall over. So we leave it as is on the bottom. Now the other thing I want to do is put the little atomizer thing that's on the top of these perfume bottles. So what I want to do here is I've got my surface that I want to put the little atomizer button thing on. I want to find the very centre of that. So I'm just going to draw an X corner to corner, sketching an X. And then I'm going to draw on that X using the centre as my centre point, another square. That is the rough size of the atomizer that I want to be on top. I'm going to show you a little trick for drawing circles a bit quicker, or drawing cylinders a bit quicker. So I'm going to just put a line through the centre there, a line through the centre this way. Now we could work that all out, but a little trick I'm going to show you is if I put a little flat line at this point, and this point, and this point, I know my circle's going to hit those points, and then I'm just going to go ahead and sketch a continuously curving line around those 4 flat ends. I'm going to project that up now. Now I could do the same here, but another little cheat tip I like to use is, well, it's going to be the same circle that I see at the bottom here that I would see at the top. So if you can more or less just sketch that in again, you'll get a very good likeness to what you're actually looking for. Quite happy with the overall shape of my bottle now. So I'm just going to rub out some of these lines that I wouldn't actually see. I'm going to go ahead and put my bold outline on my Gentleman's aftershave bottle. So I actually want, I think this piece and this piece to be maybe different materials. So maybe like shiny gold looking plastic or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in as a darker line to show that it'll be a change in material. This will go behind my atomizer. And it goes straight down here. Just trying to show a tiny edge on there as if there was a bit of materials making it slightly wider on the bottom. So a little finishing touch of just putting the hole there for the aftershave to come out. I'm just going to rub out some of these lines to hopefully make it a bit clearer about what's going on. So there we go. That's my Gentleman's aftershave bottle. I might come back and put a little bit more detail on that depending how much time we've got. So I'm going to go ahead and go on to the female bottle. So this one we're going to use isometric cylinders to create. So I'm going to use the same kind of technique that I use for the atomizer on the the top of the gentleman's one, I'm just going to do that a little bit larger. So I'm just going to sketch a square in a bit better. So guys, as I said, we're going to make this one cylindrical. I'm going to start the same, you know, to find the centre of this cylinder, sketching an X on top of this base. I'm going to put a line right through the centre at 30 degrees, hopefully, parallel to the lines I've got already. Same again here. So I'll do what I did a little bit larger this time. So a nice little tip for drawing cylinders a bit quicker would be just to put some flat lines on the end of your of this sort of diagonal cross. And what I want to do is join up the ends of these flat lines with a continuously curving line that's going to go all the way around. So I'm going to go ahead and sketch that in. I want it to come up to another sort of change of diameter. So it's going to come up to this level here. And again, I'm going to do the same again. So draw my X, line through my centre, put some flat lines just on the ends of these, join these up with a continuously curving line. If you think that they're not quite marking up, you can aim for the 3/4 point of the diagonal lines. In your curves, it might make a difference. There we go. So my bolt's going to come up like so. But then I want it to change and come to a sort of smaller diameter at the top. So rather than keeping my square at the top this size, I'm going to make it a bit smaller. So just trying to bring it in from all sides the same distance. So I'm going to work with this shape now. So I'm going to draw my X straight through my centre. Again, I'm going to draw my flat lines. I'm just going to join these up. A continuously curving line. I have that as the top of my perfume bottle. So these lines will now come in, and at some point this curve is directly facing this curve to create a tangent, and that's what I'm looking for. Same again down this side. And again, I'm going to do my little atomizer thing on top. So again, I'm going to do an even smaller square here. Put my little flat ends in. I'm just going to draw a continuously curving line around those flat ends and project this up. And I'm just going to copy that circle that I've got there already, just on the top here. I'm just going to take out some of the lines that I don't need, so that the bottle's made a bit more clear. Right guys, so I just want to make my bottle a bit clearer. Take out some of the lines, perhaps add a little suggestion of shading. As I said, I would like maybe it to be different materials, so I'd like this maybe to be a different material from this bit. So again, I'm going to try and just show a little edge around here. So add my shading to the cylindrical bottle. I'm just going to make it a little bit dark at the edges here. And just fade it up to lighter. I'm going to leave a little white bar. And then I'm going to start shading it back around to darker right on the edge here. And as this comes up the bottle, it's going to start heading to a point up here. Where my white bar comes up here, I want to continue that up here. So this is going to be darker here. Just to give the suggestion of the shape of the bottle. And I'm just going to add a bit of shading to this one as well. I'm going to make this my lighter side. And then this is going to get a bit darker, get a bit further away from the light source. Right guys, that's your challenge for today. So gentleman's aftershave bottle and a lady's perfume bottle. Would like to see how you get on. Try and use the isometric rating. Keep your lines nice and light to begin with until you get the shape that you're after, and then begin to bold them in and give the shading a little bit of a go just to suggest the shape of the bottle. Good luck everybody, hope to see what you're doing soon. Okay, cheerio, bye bye.